Just doing a little tiny stream. I'm going to see if I can finish up this local server client kind of thing I'm working on. So that's what I'll be doing this morning. Or gosh, it's almost noon already. late start. Alright, so I close all this out. I think I'm pretty good with what's already there, I think. But I'm going to check it one more time. So this is where we left off last time. I didn't really check it, so let's see, server, clients. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. Let's put like a password in, yep, test. Yeah, it looks like it's all working. Game mode, start putting in characters, leave game mode is Q, and chat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's a chat byte, and chat byte can go pretty long actually. Chat S, chat short, chat long. Chat long's really, it's really long because so chat short uses a byte to determine the size of the packet, so that's going to be just 1 byte. Chat short's going to use 2 bytes, and then which can go up to 64K or 64K. And if I use 4 packets, I can address up to, or I can say it's up to 4 gigs. So I don't think I'll ever use chat long or chat int. Oh, chat int might be a little bit less. But anyway, seems to be working fine. If I exit, disconnects here, but I see it's not disconnecting from there. Huh. I wonder if my TCP client's not working as well as I think. The disconnect part, at least. Alright, so you say on disconnect. Oh, you do the base disconnect first. And that. Whoa, does it go straight to client? Alright, so TCP command client just gets off a command client, and command client doesn't have a disconnect, so it just gets the client. Okay, so disconnect there I think is okay. So TCP client disconnect is fine, because all you do is just try to disconnect. Okay, so maybe it's on the server. When I'm doing server disconnect, TCP command server. So let's see. TCP command server goes off a TCP base server. Yeah, that's the one I want to look at. So on disconnect, this is what I'm doing. Alright, so you do nothing. So TCP base server is where it's all happening. Is where the magic happens. TCP base server. Okay. So you're popping this out, doing that, getting the client data. Here's my thing. On just server, not server, on what's the other one? Client server. I'm doing it on disconnect. So why don't I do that here on TCP command server as well. Oh wait, no, TCP base server. So not on disconnect, not disconnect, but on disconnect. So something like this. I don't even think I need the... Oh yeah, I do. Alright. That looks good. So you get the remote client data. That all looks fine. Let's go to server program. Oh, who's this? Josh Clugston, man. Hey, how's it going, man? It's going good here. Alright, so I need to look at the program. Command server program. On disconnected, what's happening? Server, client disconnected from, so that's good. That's what I want. So, let's see what's happening. I need to debug this before I start work on my local one. I'm gonna close Unity because I don't think I'm gonna need it this episode. Cool. One. Here we go. Clients. And server. Client. Test. Incorrect password. Put in the correct password. Then put in test. Yeah, awesome. So that looks pretty good, I think. What's not working so good is when I hit exit and I disconnect, yeah. So I don't know where the problem lies. Let's just see this. I'm gonna first check the client just to make sure that's working. So this is server. Let's go ahead and go to TCP client and just on disconnect it. Let's just see if this is launching. Should be. Client. Exit. Yep. So this seems pretty good. Okay, I'm not minding that one. Let's stop this one here. But I can see on my server nothing happened, so I'm going to say kill all. Actually, let's kill the whole server just because I need to test the server out. So here we go. Here's the client. This is going to be my test server. But before I do test server, let's choose the breakpoint. I want to see what you do on... Where's my TCP? Oh, it might be on my base server. Base server on disconnect. Or on disconnected. Right here. Alright, so this will be my server. This is going to be my client. I need to log in. Then I'm going to exit. See, I'm not even getting on disconnected. Okay. So let's go here then, maybe. Let's close you. Close you. Control F5. Then start here. Client. Oh shoot, I forgot to start the server. Let's just yeah, alright. So here's the server, here's the client, here's a piece of code, then exit, and you're not even running disconnect. Okay, so the This is where I'm thinking the receive part needs to come into play. Alright, let's just do this. Control F5, then play, server, client. This should be fine. I'm gonna hit play. Continue, because we know that works fine. So you logged in successfully. Now exit. Oh, you just disconnect, and you don't receive anything? Huh. That's weird. So you don't receive anything there, or on disconnected. Command server, just making sure. There's no, okay, on received. It's because the base receive is in here. Yeah, I see. This is what I'm gonna do. I have an idea. It's just an order of operations thing that's causing this to not work. So you're gonna be eBytes transferred, but I'm gonna do one check up here. If eBytes transferred is less than or equal to 0, we're gonna do something else. We're gonna get out of here. We're going to, before we even get out of here, we're gonna go pool that push E. That doesn't happen on the base server, right? Oh, it does. Yeah, let me do a quick check on here. I'm also going to say if stack does not contain generic object. I basically don't want to push the same event args over and over onto the stack. So if I push it multiple times, that's kind of just like a fix to not have it go onto the pool multiple times. So what am I gonna do here? I mean, you could totally just say base dot on received. Sender E. And what's gonna happen is eBytes transfer is gonna be yeah, I mean, you're gonna be disconnected, right? That's what this does. Should I just do this on TCP base server? So this is what I'm gonna do. This is what we want to do. Protect it. Void or bool process if disconnected. Is disconnected. Did receive disconnect. So okay, we're gonna return false one way, but we're gonna say, okay, I definitely need the socket async event args e. I don't know what I'm doing here. Just leave it like this. And I know you're already kind of doing this. Alright, command server, command, TCP command server, where are we at? TCP command server. Yeah, just do this. This is fine. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna see if this will work now. This should work. Man, why does this part take so long? I don't know. It's really like chewing up my CPU too. Here we go. Server. Client. Log in and then exit. Oh, okay. Well, we have an error, so that's better than nothing happening. So command server program 51. What's command server program? Oh, we should see what the error is too. Null reference. Okay, okay. Alright, so 51. What's 51? Command server program. Let's just do it. Command server program 51. Okay. So you are trying to get I'm not even sure if I'm using that as server data. Let's see. On received. TCP command client. Yeah, I think that's a miscommunication there. Okay, TCP command client. I'm gonna close all but that in the command server program 51. So on received, you're expecting to get a server data. Okay. That's the client. I'm not worried about the client. Let's do the TCP command server. On the server, where am I? On received. Oh yeah, we just make a new server data. Yeah. So, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a null packet, so that's definitely step one in this whole crazy thing I'm thinking about doing. Public static packet null equals new packet of 0 size. Yes, that looks great. So we got a null packet. So I'll do that here too. E.user token. Well, E.user token equals new server data, client data, which we don't have yet. I don't know why I don't just do that up front. I see that I'm already trying to get this remote data here. I know what to do. So, gosh, where am I using this client data? Alright. That's what I'll do. Under TCP base, when we're receiving, we'll say client data and then packet.null. And here, this static, let's make it read only too. Thanks. So okay, the user token is now server data. So anytime we use it on receive, like here. Oh yeah. Huh. So we already are using it as server data here. I don't know why it wasn't a server data here. Okay, so server data here, server data here. Now TCP command client on received should be a server data here. So alright, so that looks pretty good. Yeah, all that looks pretty good. Okay. So now your server data, and then even when we're okay, I don't have to worry about that. And okay, yeah, maybe that's good. But I'm worried that it was null, which is, oh, there we go. Yep, that's what I want. Let's do 2 clients if possible, and it really should be. Alright, 2 clients and a server. Client 1, client 2, clients, awesome. So client 1, client 2, test. Okay, that looks good. 1. Clients 1 and 2 are sending heartbeats. Game mode. Here we go. Oh, I think this is on the server side. Asynchronous operations already happening. Alright, so I gotta figure something else out. Something else is causing that to happen. That's disconnected. You're disconnected. Okay, so everyone's disconnected, so that's fine. But what I wanted to test was not necessarily my receiving, but my disconnecting. So alright, I'm gonna quit from client 2 first. Client 2 disconnected, and then client 1 disconnected. Alright, good deal. Okay. I guess I do want to try to fix the receiving as well. Oh, I think I know what's happening. Alright, let me just see. So this is a problem with the receiving of the packets, if I'm correct, right? Shoot, I should have saw what it said. But I can emulate it pretty easily. Just go here and here. Oh, actually, I think if I play it, it might even actually crash on the spot. It will crash. Like it'll show me where. So, okay, here we go. Come on, heartbeat. Alright, it's on the sending back. Oh, okay. So when we're sending back on the server, it's saying that you already alright, so this part saying that we already are using you. Okay, this is what I'm trying to figure out. What are you using? Or who's pushing in? Who's pushing it too early? Pull that push, right? So on the base server, you're pushing on accept, which is fine. Oh, actually, let me figure out something. Oops, not quite, not quite. Here's the client, here's the server. Client, server, game. Alright, an asynchronous operation is already in use using this instance. Alright, so if I look at E, E.buffer, or maybe this will tell me. This should tell me. One of these things will tell me. Okay, when I was ASD, I need my ASCII. ASCII. Sorry, it should be off the monitor. So 113 is Q. What? 115. Sorry. 115 is S. Okay, so yep, that was the next one. So it was still receiving S. So it seems like the same one that was used for receiving was sent for same one that was used for receiving S is trying to send back whatever I'm trying to send back, which is what is D. Yeah. Oh wait. Let me look at the server again. ASD. Oh, I think it's trying to send back S, and it also trying to send back D. Crazy. Is that what this is? Yeah, 100's D probably. Okay. I wish I could tell what it was doing, like whether it's trying to receive or send D. This is probably a send. When it's this small buffer like this, it's probably a send. So it's trying to send S and it's trying to send D at the same time. So why did that happen? So when we're on TCP base server, let's look at TCP command server, sending or on received or something. The other thing we could do is just make the pool a queue instead of a... We can make the pool a queue instead of a stack. And that way it's first in, first out. So if you just push something back in, and I think this is just due to the whole asynchronous of it. Like, you got 3 receives at the same time, and now you call send twice on 2 different threads, and it gets messed up. So if I made it a queue instead, and we in queue, and then DQ, and Q. Okay, yeah, that's cool. I think that's good. At least now I don't think we'll have the issue anymore, is what I'm trying to say. You won't have 3 sends happening at once. Game mode. Here we go. So now you can see, oh, what happened? Really? That broke too? How did that happen? See if we can break the queue. Alright, we broke it. So we're definitely breaking it by typing a whole bunch of letters really, really fast. Wait a second. I see that we're popping it. Where are we pushing it back in? That's the problem. I don't think we're even pushing it back in. Huh. Whoops. That's crazy, right? Alright, so you're pushing that back in on receive. You're pushing, now you're pushing this back in on sent. And disconnect, pull and pop, yep. And on accept, push, pop and push. Alright, cool. Alright, I think that's better. Man, I don't know what happened there. I don't know how I totally missed that part. This will be the client. This will be the server. So 2 client, game mode, go crazy on the keyboard. Here I go, going crazy on the keyboard. Alright, it's handling it better, for sure. Haven't crashed the system yet. So good. Alright. That's receiving all my commands just fine. So I'm happy with that. What else do I have to try on that? I think let me just make it back to a the queue is fine. I don't care about whether it's queue or stack. I thought it might be easier to use like one piece of the memory over and over again. That's why I was thinking stack. Let me just try it one more time. Stack, stack. These are going to be push, 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 and one pop. Alright, here we go. Server, client, last test, game mode. Yeah, let's use a key for this. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Q for this. Alright, so Control F5. This will be the client. Server, client, game mode. Attack the keyboard. Okay, so I think this will work fine. And using the key gives the socket event arg to kind of reset itself or get off of the queue. So yeah, that's cool. I think this will work fine. Alright, I'm happy with that. Alright, what's next? Local stuff. Alright, how far am I? I'm already 40 minutes in, alright, and I haven't got to the local stuff. But it's good. We fixed all this, all the remote issues, which is nice too. Alright, so we fixed all the remote issues. Now let's get to the local. So local command client, I think we're good here. We're going to pass in the server, connect, connect. I like it. Disconnect, receive, on receive, send, and on send. Okay. That doesn't look too bad. Alright, yeah, here we go. This is where I need to start getting it working again. Alright, so TCP command server and command server are going to talk to each other. Can we close to the right? Alright, close all but this and get the local command server. Alright, here we go. TCP command server. On accept it. Nice. Command server is a client server. Okay. That's all I want to know. Alright, let's do disconnect. Let's, yeah, we gotta override all these functions, I think. I mean, maybe we don't. What do we do on disconnect? We're gonna pop this, run disconnect, and close it out. Alright, I'm not too worried about that. We don't have to override disconnect. So I go to command server, client server, and oh, getting some text. Alright. Alright. Shoot, just for now, let's override everything. Disconnect. Override. On disconnect it. Override. Let's do receive. Override. Let's do on received. Override. Send. Override. On sends. Alright, cool. So here are all the functions that we would normally do. So, okay, on disconnect, what are you doing on disconnect? You're not doing anything. Awesome. What about on received? You are checking that, checking that. Here we go. I'm gonna steal this part. I think that's the most important part. So this is what I'm going to do with the local command server. e.userToken is going to equal packet it's going to be sender data, right? Yeah. Server data. Let's go server data. S equals e.userToken as server data. And that I get packet and client data. Alright, cool. Okay. S.client data, S.packet, and we got to figure out how to process received. Okay, so this process received packet. I am going to make this protected and put it on command server. Protect it. And we're gonna need handle command too. Server client data. Client. I'm gonna go like that. Um, let's see, logged in. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I can do this. I can do this. Alright, command packet is less accessible than... Alright, so where's command packet? You. Okay. Whew. Alright, so I got that out of there. Oh, process... It should... Oh, maybe it's not... Yeah, it is client data. Um... Let's just say this is from a command server. Okay, so command server. That makes sense. That's good. And now we got some craziness happening, right? Telnet packets. Telnet packet, this guy. Okay. Oh, okay, so I don't need to actually put you here because someone else is already doing that for you. Oh, actually, we already have handle command. I'm going to make handle command protected, so under command server, let's go ahead and make you protected. That way Telnet can use you as well. Great. Okay, so something's not right here. Client data and client packet. Oh yeah, because it's not. Huh. But do we use socket? We don't. So I could make this server client data, and that should be okay. I think so. Okay. Oh, and you're just packet. this is my issue with that. Command packet. Wait, where's the error? Here? Actually, here. We need to be a command packet. That's a, I can't, this function is for a command packet, so I can't change that. So, to change that, who's having the trouble? Local command server? Okay, I think I can make the exception here as a command packet. Alright. Good. Alright, so we receive. What do you do? Base receive. You do nothing. Alright. But I do have an idea for you. I'm thinking I might do this. Receive does, yeah, base receive, which does nothing. Server. Don't I have a server? Oh, this is the actual server. Alright, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do here. So really, you are the kind of the key. So once you receive something, you can do something. Let's go back to local command server. Not convinced yet. Okay, this is what we can do. That sounds great. So when we send something, you do client data. Oh, e dot. We're gonna have to pop something out. So all this crazy popping and pushing, we'll do the same. Socket events, socket async event args, e equals pool dot pop. E dot user token equals new server data client data packet. And then on sent this e. That's it. And then do all of that. And then pool dot push e. Alright, cool. Okay. This is what I really want to do, like client dot. Just curious. Okay, what am I doing? Besides ignoring everything. Do you know how to get monodevelop with Unity? What? And sup? Yeah, nothing much. Monodevelop comes with Unity, and nothing much. Oh man, I'm sorry. I just been stuck in my code. All right, so we're pushing, we're popping, and we're pushing. Okay, that's good. So that's good. That's good. Disconnect. I'm not doing anything, so I might just delete all that. Where's my local command server and client? Alright, so server, it's TCP, so server and client. So we do have, whoa, why is it TCP command server? It should be local, oop, local, what am I doing? Local command server, local command server. And I will also do the same for you, where you're gonna have a private local command client. And then all we gotta do is just have a public void set client local command client this dot clients equals client. Okay. Client dot on sent or sent. Yeah, client sent plus equals on received. And this is what I'm gonna do. Override on disconnected client dot sent minus equals on received. So when you send something, it goes here, and that's great. And then I'm gonna get server dot sent to get us to client on received. So that should be that. Alright, I hope I handled that appropriately. So that's command server, command client. So that's good. On connect it, on disconnect. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think it's connected anywhere. So let's close all but this, and then also get the server. Okay, that looks good. Yes, so on received, server.sent plus equals on received plus equals on received. Perfect. Nope. I say just leave it as subscribed until you reach on disconnected, where we will minus equals. There we go, like that. Okay, and then when you actually send something, yes, user token, crap. This is where it's a little more difficult, because I can't say new server data. Or can I? And just put null. New server data. Null packet. Alright, so this is where I'm having the issue, right here. Pool pop. Send that, that's no problem. Where are we getting client data? Client data, I don't even know how you're going to send that. Oh yeah, that's from here when you're processing it. So we totally need client data, but it might not be from here. Maybe we'll just make this a packet and just use, goodness, private client data, server client data, client data. Maybe I might even make it public. Public server client data. So when you accept that connection, it should be right at the beginning. Or use the token. Yeah, that could be good. Server client data. I don't know why I'm making this complicated. E.user token. Send it. Nope. I like what I had earlier. That's easier. That seems fine. That's good. Send that, receive, push. Okay. And anything else I need to think about? So the good thing is I can just say server.client data, and you know what I'm talking about. So that's sending, that's receiving, or that's after the sent. Okay, okay. I think this might work. So client, listen, accept. All of this, disconnect. Receive, on received. I think I got all my pieces in a row. now let's make a third annoying program. Console.writeLine 3 local server client. Else if input equals 2, you do client, and then else if input equals 3, we're gonna do local client server, or server client, local server client program. And I'm gonna make that right here in command. Add new item, local server client program. Okay, and so much like our other programs, oops, local server client program and command, I'm going to kind of just see what happens if I do this whole thing here. Okay. This looks pretty good. So now I'm going to make you a local command server and a local command client. So, okay, this is very weird because I have the server and the client in one program, so we'll see how this works out. So, we'll say a local command server, then we're going to say client equals new local command client, and we can just say server, and then server.set client to client. Alright, so that's how we tie them together. So this is going to be a little interesting because now I'm going to say on server listening, on server client connected, on server client disconnected, on server received, on server sent, on server logged in. Actually, don't worry about that one. That's okay. And then you start listening. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and do two things. Okay, now we're going to do client dot listening, or no, dot connected. Let's, you know what, instead of writing all this out, I can just copy and paste it from my other one. Nope, wrong one. Command client program. Here we go. This guy. Yes. So on, I'm going to say on client connect. Well, okay. Let's just copy it all over, shall we? So command, game mode, telnet mode. Oh lord. All right. Anyway, these are the commands that I want it. We can just put it after the server stuff. So that should be okay. And just for clarity's sake, on client connect it, on client disconnect it, and on client received, and on client sent. Alright, so server's going to listen, then the client's going to connect. Or I can just put them together. Why not? Alright, something like that. So, in fact, I'm not going to run any of the server stuff. So I might just throw the command client stuff in here. So all of this will go into the background thread. So where's my local... So this background thread, I'm going to just not worry about this one. Maybe not any of it. Okay, so let's just look at it real quick. Is game mode. This is a boolean, so let's just generate a field for it. I really don't want to do that anyway. What if I just hit command client? Nice. Yeah, I think that looks good. I have no idea if it'll work or not, but let's try it out. What am I going to do? Control F5. Let's go. 3. Of course. Wouldn't expect anything less but an error. Object reference not set to an object. Background thread and server client 114. So we got here. Okay, let me go back here. I don't need to do this. I'm going to say while true for now. Wait, how did he compile that? Close all that. Okay, you're null. You are null, I guess. Yeah, I think you're just going to be server client data. And I'm not going to worry about the from. There is no IP address. So that means none of this exists. Alright, good to know. Server client, delete the from. Network ID can stay, everything else must go. Okay, so client network ID, that's good. And this one might be okay. This one might be okay. Let's try that out. Okay, so yeah, I don't know why I'm not just hitting the play. This is gonna be so much easier. Alright, so who's messing up? Oh, your server data. Mwah, mwah. So server data is going to have two things. So that's how I'm going to fix it. Okay. Don't know why I keep doing that mode. I just got used to it. Just gotta hit this one now. Okay. One. Okay, let me see if I can understand what's going on. Alright, so I connected to the server, and the server sent me telnet data. I put 1, so client sent 1. Okay. So let me look at the code. If I go to local, oh lord, let me just stop this. Local command client. When I send something, I do the base first, right? So the base, yeah, so that should be fine. But somehow the server, oh, the server subscribed to this onsent, so when I run base onsent, it's getting run first. Which I don't mind. Okay. I see what's happening. Ah, don't run in that mode. Just put A or something. Yeah. Play. 3. Okay, so connect it and that's sent. Alright, cool. So 1. So now what else is happening here? Server at the server level has put in this client. Oh, so I'm not getting the second client or whatever. I'm saying on sent. So where's my local server? Local. Okay, this might be it. All right. So on client sent, that's fine. What about on server sent? On client received. These two are launching. On server sent. Should have said, yep, that's working. Oh, client number, something is not happening. So on server received. So that is using the received. So let me look at the local server on received. Okay. That actually seems legitimate, so I don't know. Oh, this is a TCP one, not that one. Give me local command server on received. Oh yeah, so we're not launching it at all. Alright, so that's a problem. Not a big problem, just because I didn't do it in the console. But I'd like to see it in the console, so let's see what happens here. On received. Awesome. Good. Okay, good. So local server client. That's alright, so this is the server saying, yep, I received this. and I'm sending this, and then this is the client just finishing its event 2. So don't think it's working. Something weird is happening, I can tell. Might be in my local command server. No, that's fine. I guess this is when we're processing it. Let's take a look. Handle command, that looks good. Oh, maybe we're not client logging. Ah, yeah, that might totally be the issue. When we actually create the on the server, when we create this new client data, can you also make sure client data dot client state equals telnet client state dot logging. Thanks, and that should be perfect. I don't want to do it in that mode. I got so used to that mode. Now I can just click start and this should work. So 3. Yeah, so this looks pretty good. I'm gonna say like 133. Let's just say 1. Say server failed to log in. Perfect. Server sent 87 bytes. Received 87 bytes. So we could probably take one of these off. What I might do is just take out the client's input. So it's funny, I'm using the client's input but the server output, something like that. So yeah, that's a little weird, but should be alright. Alright, so this received and this sent, and then I'm gonna play. So I can do what server, no, local. And then I can just say 1337, or just 1. And now I realize I want to do it the other way. Can we just use the server, undo the server stuff like that? Yeah, I like it that way. Alright, play. 3. Make this bigger. Oh, I just realized something. Something like that, I think. I subscribe to client connected and I unsubscribe once I actually get connected. Will that work? And the only thing I'm really going to test is Awaiting new connection, client 1 connected, and then I finally say connected. Alright, good deal. And so what does that allow me to do? Oh, yeah, I understand. Make sure you start receiving before you send. Or something like that. And with the local command client, it's all about order now. I'm gonna start receiving first. There we go, that's what I wanted. Kind of. There's just separate things I really don't want, like that, and that. Alright. Just so it looks a little better, it looks a little nicer as I'm going through it. So here we go. Server awaiting new connection, server client 1 connected, and here we go. So if I say 1, client sends 1, server says login failed, server, client receives this basically. 2, login failed, 1337, marked as log. Alright, so 1, 2, nothing. Then if I do test, test, hello there. If I do get rect, awesome. If I do chat 1, 2, 3, I get a chat byte. If I do chat S 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yep, chat short. Then still got to change this chat long to that. Cool. And then finally game mode, where I just kind of hit a whole bunch of keys. And then just Q to get out of there. Test. Chat 1, 2, 3. Cool. And then I can exit. Alright, and so when I exit, client gets disconnected. So I should also do server disconnected, right? So disconnect, sorry, what am I thinking? Client server. Alright, that's good. Since I have a direct access to it, the server can just say you disconnect, or if I did it from the client, I can just say server.disconnect. Cool. And finally, I can test that out. Oh, can't I do server disconnect? Local command server. Oh yeah, I gotta do my client data. Where am I? Local command client, here we go. Do I still have client data here? Yeah. Or I could just do server.client data. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I broke it. Alright, so object set to a null reference, when, where, how, why. So on 56, on the actual program itself, yeah, I already have an idea what it is. 56 on server disconnect. You were set to null, I bet. So I go to local command server, I disconnect. Socket event asyncs arg e pool.pop e.user token equals client data, or is it? I don't remember yet. Let's just go ahead and say on disconnect e. Where's my local command server client program? On disconnect, yeah, you're just expecting server client data, which is that, and that is fine. Okay, that seems good, so great. I'm going to kind of do the same thing here. Actually, I don't think you need to do it here. Alright, I think I got it. So let's retry it. Play. Local server client. 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 3, 7. You're in, test, and then exit. Oh lord. I have no idea why it's doing that. Yes, infinite loop, I understand. Oh, because you're saying disconnect and not like on disconnect. Okay, okay. Let's do it that way. Don't call the client's disconnect. Call the how can I do this correctly? Okay, so this is the server. So client dot disconnect it plus equals on disconnect it. Something like that. Maybe on accept when you're like doing all this other stuff. When you're connecting, you're gonna say on disconnect it, go ahead and launch mine. I hope that's right. Okay, and then kind of the same thing over for the local command client. When we connect and create all our cool stuff, we can just say server disconnect it. I'm gonna say plus equals on disconnect it, and then just here minus equals. Okay, I feel good about that, or as good as I can. So 3, 1, 3, 3, 7, and then exit. Okay, so something else is up. I know what's happening. So now even on the command client if you disconnect. You can't do just that. Let's go socket async event args e pool.pop, and then e.user token is going to equal server.client data. Okay, now let's try that. 3, login, test, nothing, exit. Alright, that seems good. Oh, no need to call this. That's why I saw it twice. 3, 1337, exit. Awesome. Okay, and now we have a local command server and client. So awesome, awesome, awesome. So what am I going to work on next time, since this works very well? Yeah, this works just fine. So I guess the next thing I can work on is, well, I should definitely put the heartbeat back in. Let me do that right quick. Heartbeat back on the client. So this is going to be at the local server command program. So if I set time using game time, time equals new time, new game time, new, what are our options? I don't remember. Stopwatch time, I guess, or timer time. I'm gonna go with timer time for now. Timer time. Yeah, I don't really know. I'm gonna say float interval interval and then we can just say for every 2 seconds, I guess, time dot update. We'll just do fixed update. Fixed update. Fixed update plus equals update. And now we just gotta make that function. And on update, all we're gonna do is just say client dot send heartbeat. Excellent. And let's just F5 this. Every 2 seconds, right? 1, 2. 1, 2. Alright, so heartbeat works. And I can still do my other stuff. Yep. Very nice. And exit. Oh, you're gonna keep trying to send the heartbeat though. Yeah. So on disconnect it, either way. I'm gonna go on client disconnect it. I'm gonna say time minus equals update. Yeah, let's do what, fixed update? And we'll just name it fixed update too. Fixed update. And we can say every like 5 seconds or something. F5, 3, 337. Got a heartbeat. 1. I guess a quicker heartbeat would actually be easier to debug right now though, so every second I guess will be fine. So 1, 2, 3, nothing. 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, so that's going every second. Alright, so if I log in, test, and then finally exit. No more. Okay, excellent, 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 excellent. Okay, this looks good. I feel pretty good about that. So we have a local server and client. There's even a game loop happening kind of for every second. It's just a fixed update. And so it just sends a heartbeat every fixed update. And if I exit, it stops doing it. Alright, cool. Good, good, good. Anything else I need to do before I go? I kind of wanted to see the performance of this versus the game time. So if I look at this, or what would be the best way to do performance? I guess this maybe? Or better yet, I think there's actually a diagnostic. So I'm going to put a timer on. Yeah, I'm going to just take this timer and just kind of look at about 20 seconds. So here we go, tools. Wait, I forgot where this all was. Was it under tools? Might be under build. Run code analysis. Was it code analysis? I don't think it was code analysis. Diagnostic tools, there we go. That's what I wanted. CPU usage, yes please. Okay, so here we go. It started about 17 seconds. I'm going to put it at about maybe 37 seconds. And this is just with the game timer and a simple local host. Alright, 2, 1, closing it out. Alright, CPU utilization. Very small. Alright, and the overall code, yeah, here we go. Not much CPU utilization at all, actually, which is great. That is exactly what I want to see. Okay, now here's the thing. Let me see, what are we talking? We're talking maybe about less than 100 milliseconds. 78 milliseconds. Alright, no problem. Close that out. Here's where I'm a little worried. Now if we don't use timer time and we use this other thing I made called stopwatch time, we don't actually put an interval, I guess. Alright, I feel like this one is going to be very... I don't know yet. We'll see. I really want this to run every second. So how can I make sure this runs every second? Stopwatch time. I don't know, what's fixed delta time again? I'm trying to figure this out. Fixed delta time is going to be 1 over 30. So that's going to be how many... okay. But let's say I want fixed delta time to be something crazy like 1 second. I could just put 1, right? Okay, yeah. That's what I want. I just wanted to make sure I was doing that right. So... let's go back to the program. Oh gosh, I have too much stuff open. Close all but this. Alright, time dot fixed delta time. Oh, you can't change that here? Shoot. Well, just for my experimentation, we'll go ahead and do interval. Float fixed interval. And then you should be able to change it. Fixed delta time equals fixed interval. And then we can just put the 1 back in there. Alright, let's see how much. First, let me see if it runs right. So that's just be that quick F5. Oh, there's errors. Let's check it out. Let's go ahead and make sure you have a yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, 1 over 30 I think is what I'm doing. Excellent. Okay, let's control just regular F5. 1. That seems to be every second. That seems good. I'm not too worried about that. Alright, but now what I do want to check is how does it run? So under debug, diagnostics, start. Okay. Is there still errors or something? There must be something running still. So I just hit play. Okay, that's fine. So what's going on here when I start debugger? Oh, here we go. Started about 36, so I'll give it up to 56. Okay. Oh my gosh, yeah, look at that, huh? This is much heavier. So if I clear selection, 100 milliseconds compared to 16 seconds of CPU time. So it's definitely working harder. And just because it's like continuously doing stuff. Alright, well, I'll keep it with timer time for now, and then we'll have to look at stopwatch time eventually. So here we go. timer time. Every 1 second, please. And then if I just debug that one more time, just to make sure my results are kind of consistent. Alright, we start at about 9, so 29 is when I will... Yeah, I don't know, Nikolai, man. I think... I'll show you what I think it's doing, but I gotta look at it later. 29... There we go. Yeah, timer time is just going to be the way we go with this for now. 79 milliseconds. So that's pretty consistent right there. Cool. All right, I'm happy with that. Game time's not the one I'm going to mess with right now. So wherever I am here. Yeah, even you. Let's just use timer time. Alright, I'm happy. I am going to quit this, I think. Yes, man. I just been on here for a little bit, so my mind's kind of broken. But here we go. Let's finish this up. Working copy. Let's go ahead and get this episode on here. And what did we do today? Finished. Local server and client. Option 3. Discovered game timer. Or no, not game timer. Discovered stopwatch timer. Eats up lots of resources. Probably a bug. Using timer time for now. Okay. What else did we do? Oh, the pool. Pool is now using queue instead of stack to give socket async event args a small window to clear. Was facing issues during many sends. And what else? Yeah, thank you, man. I've been working on this pretty hard for the last couple days, and it's good, man. We got a TCP client and server, a local client and server, and we have a game loop. So now that we have the game loop, we can start doing stuff on the server, and then hopefully emulate that in Unity. So we're so close to actually getting some visual feedback on this in Unity. So I can't wait. So command packet client. All right. So let me stop going through it so fast. Yep. Yep. Oh, refactored command server and command client to match our new layouts. And yes, fixed a bunch of TCP server bugs. TCP just bugs. TCP command server /client bugs. Yeah, that's what we did today. Cool. Yeah, man, the interpolation and the syncing of the servers and stuff. Yeah, man, that's another hurdle in this whole thing. So, yeah, I can't wait either. But we'll get there. Alright, I'm done. I'm done with this for now. Let's push the changes immediately because I don't want to see him again today. Or maybe I'll see him later. Okay, everything's gone. Thank you for hanging out, Nikolai. Thank you, man. Yeah, historical lerping and all that, dude, I know. Lots of little data structures and lerping and oh my gosh, forget about it. I'll get there when I get it. All right, bye. See you next time.